What was your least favorite scene?
The scenes in the tub really sucked. Because it was called, this is a later question about the heavenly bath. The heavenly bath is not heavenly at all. On the website, the heavenly bath is this nice oval thing, but they shot along the, I don't know what they did, they shoot along the curtains to make it look like it was like this big tub, and it's like this. And so like there's three of us, three grown people, trying to fit in this, closet tub, and it was really horrible, but they were really great sports about it.
Was it difficult to edit this movie?
Yeah, yes, I talked about that it was. Sorry, I got ahead of myself.
Who is Johnny Ringo?
Johnny Ringo is the executive producer, which means he finances a lot of my zany ideas. And it's been really beneficial because, if I'm financing something myself, I mean, my resources are a little limited, as I'm still in kind of the startup stages of my production company, so I don't have the means to, rent a location such as this and to have 4 people in my movie. I mean, that's a really amazing thing to be able to do, and working with him has enabled me to explore areas and do projects that are bigger than I could do myself. So that is Johnny Ringo.
What projects are you working on now?
Getting ready to shoot a movie called Audition, though I always hate when I talk about a movie on film and then the project falls through, or we don't shoot it for 8 more months. So, but Audition is going to happen, damn it. But I'm not going to tell you who's in it, just in case. It's a horror movie, violent, girl-girl sex, boy-girl sex, torture. It's going to be good.
You seem to be getting more sexual in your videos. Is this something that will continue?
I think so, because, I guess when I was younger, maybe I was more repressed, I don't know. I'm in my 30s now, it's that time, where things get wild. And I just kind of got bored. I mean, how long can you watch somebody sit there and struggle? I'm like, yeah, okay, can something happen now, maybe? And the natural thing is, this is supposed to be erotic. The natural thing is that something sexual should happen. And with bondage films, usually it doesn't. So I think it's like a big cock tease, and nobody likes a tease for very long, It's like you gotta deliver. So yeah, it's definitely something that's gonna happen in more and more of my films, because it makes it more exciting and more fulfilling on many levels.
Are you a sex addict?
Sometimes. Sometimes, yes. Sometimes, no.
Is there a cure for Aerial X?
There is no cure for Aerial X, and that's just fine.
Is it difficult to act in something that you're also directing?
It's really difficult because even though I wrote the script, I don't necessarily have every single line committed to memory. So if I'm in a scene, it's hard. A lot of times I won't pick up. I noticed when I was editing the BTS, there's a line that's not in the video, that's in the BTS, and it's like I didn't catch it. So there's a lot of parts where there are lines that aren't in there that I really wish could have been in there, because I spent a lot of time writing the script, but you can't. It's just too much for one person to take on, unless you go back and you review the footage after each take or after each block of takes, and that's really time consuming, and we didn't have that much time with all the disasters we had to deal with before then.
Was any of the video ad-libbed, or did they all stick to the script?
They mostly follow the script. There's only a couple instances where some lines were not said or were not able to be edited in. That the only scene that's really ad-libbed is the scene with the violent one and Lena, because I purposely didn't write any lines for that, and you can see that also in the BTS. She and I are talking about it. So I was like, I know you're going to come up with something good. Let's just feed off of each other, because she and I work together enough, and I know she's good enough and intelligent enough and witty enough that she can come up with something that would not be, contrived. That would be what, she would be able to get into her character's head and make something good happen, and she did.
So what are your thoughts on the heavenly bath?
Yes, the heavenly bath sucks. It sucks. That's all I got for you. There's nothing heavenly about the heavenly bath. Unless you're I don't know, 3 feet tall and 1 foot wide. That's about it. It's a closet. Don't be fooled.
Care to comment on the swim cap?
I love the swim cap. I got a lot of shit about the swim cap from people. Like I wanted something, like I went online and I searched for the swim cap. And I went to all these different websites. And of course I got the idea like 2 days before the shoot, so I had to get it FedEx, which was a big problem. But yeah, I don't know, I just was trying to do something really eye-catching and something really just totally ridiculous, you know, because like here's this doctor and like, oh, it's just so prim and proper, and like, you know, then you do the water torture and just get all this like crazy thing on her head, you know, and it seems normal to her and just fine, which I think is what made the scene funny, because it's just so ridiculous. And yeah, the different colored flowers was a great find. I gotta figure out a way to work that into the other videos.
You have a very public and open live journal. Care to comment?
I do, but it's not, you know, I don't relay every detail of my life. Like, I don't really talk about my sex life because, I don't know, I just think it's kind of tacky. But I mean, I've gotten some flack from people because I do say mostly what I think. Or, you know, I'll talk about, you know, various things, and which people, you know, either are uncomfortable hearing, they don't want to hear. They prefer that I am some mindless bimbo, and I'm not, you know, and I'm a normal person. And I think that's what makes me interesting, that's what makes me unique, is because I will tell you, you know, that I had a nervous breakdown in the parking lot. You know, some people do. That's normal. Maybe, or it's normal for me. It's normal for a lot of people, and I think that people shouldn't, you know, it's like, I'm not going to present to you that I have this perfect plastic life, because I don't. And that is why I can make the kind of movies I make, because if I was some mindless plastic doll, I couldn't make, you know, twisted movies, and that's what I do. And, you know, this is all part of the person, it's part of the package. And, you know, my thing is, if you don't like it, you don't have to read it. You don't like it, move the fuck on. Like, that's the way it is. That's my life. And I have opinions, I have thoughts. And, you know, but I'm not so one-dimensional and shallow that if somebody else has a different thought that I can't appreciate it. And the thing I like about LiveJournal is it gives people a forum in which to say, hey, I don't agree with what you're saying. You know, this is not just me preaching to the world my viewpoints. Like, I'm not a dictator. I don't really, you know, I'm not trying to organize anything here. I'm saying this is my life, this is what I'm doing. Sometimes I'll write about something that I think. And I'm interested in what people have to say. I'm interested in, you know, their viewpoints and their opinions, as long as they're constructive. Because I'm not about building hate. I mean, we're all too fucking busy. At least I'm too busy to sit there and get into wars with people. It's just about people expressing opinions and being real.
What can people expect from your various sites?
I have a bunch of sites. JulieSimone.com has been around since 2000, and it's undergone a lot of changes. There's a ton of video on there. I add about 15 to 20 minutes of video a week. I add 2 photo sets, one of me, and then usually one that I've shot of somebody. So it's nice to have my photography back on there. I've taken it off for a little while. You also get to see stills and videos from the porn that I direct, the regular hardcore. So there's fetish, glamour, smoking, and XXX on there, which is, I think covers most of the bases. Bondage Telly is a pay-per-view site. It's all bondage all the time. Vicious Vixens is a pay-per-view site that I do with 8 Star to go along with our DVD line, which is femdom, latex, girl, S&M sex. And then I have Smoking TV, which is smoking, fetish, and which some of it's glamour smoking, some of it is hardcore with the smoking. So those are all the places you can